Okay, we're going to find the equation of a straight line given 2 points on the line. So this time we don't have a visual representation. We don't actually have a picture of the straight line. We're just given 2 points and we have to figure out what the equation is. So the first thing to remember is we know that any straight line takes the form y equals mx plus c. And as long as we know two things on this line, m, which is the gradient, and as long as we know what c is, which is the y-intercept, what we looked at last week, then we can write down the equation of the line, okay? Because m and c will just be numbers, and we just leave y and x as is. So you're given this formula in your formula booklet. You're also given the formula for gradient. So the first thing we're going to do is, well, it seems obvious that, well, hopefully it seems obvious. It seems sensible that, well, okay, if we're given 2 points, I could just work out first off the gradient. So I can say that this is x1, and this is y1, this is x2, and this is y2. So the gradient equals y2 take y1, y2, which is 4, take away y1, which is 1, divided by x2, take away x1. So I get 4 take away 1 is 3, 3 take away -2, that's the same as 3 add 2, which is 5. Okay, and I will just leave this as a fraction, okay? So I have now got part of my equation, okay? I know that my gradient is 3 over 5, so I can write that in. Y equals 3 over 5x. The only thing I don't know is this value of c. Okay, well, how do we now work out what the value of c is? Okay, if I know what c is, then I am done. So we know what the gradient is. Do we know any point or points that are on this line? Do I know a value of x and a value of y? Well, I actually know two of them. I know what a is and I know what b is. So I can pick either of these points, doesn't matter which one, and I can substitute them in for the value of x and y. So for example, let's take b. b is 3, 4. I'm going to take b because there's no negatives. It's going to make it slightly easier. So the value of x in b is 3 and the value of y is 4. So I'm going to put y is the value of 4, and then I've got 3 over 5 multiplied by the value of x. The value of x is 3, and I'm multiplying those. Alright, how do we multiply fractions? Now you can do this on a calculator if you want. You can do it using your fractions. 3 over 5 times 3, that's 3 over 1, which is 9 over 5. Let me show you doing that on a calculator. Okay, so here's the calculator. I've got 3 over 5, and I'm going to multiply that by 3, and I get 1.8, and if I want to change that back into a fraction, the button that I press is, where is it? Okay, I think I'm on the wrong calculator mode. Let me just change it. This is the calculator that most of you use. It's either the TI-30XS or the TI-34. Either one of these is what you normally use, so let's just do that again. Sorry, apologies. I've got 3 over 5, and I'm going to multiply that by 3. I get 1.8, and to change it, I use the fraction to decimal. So second table, it brings up that fraction to decimal, 9 over 5. Okay? And that's the same if you have got this calculator, the multi-view one. I've still got the fraction to decimal up here. Okay? So to work out c now, Okay, I want to get c by itself, so how do I get c by itself? Got 4 equals 9 over 5 plus c. Okay, I'm going to subtract 9 over 5 from both sides. So what's 4 take away 9 over 5? 4 take away 9 over 5. And I get 2.2 if I want to put it back into a fraction. 11 over 5. So c equals, let's use a different color. C equals 11 over 5. And just be careful that you use brackets here. If I was just to do 4 take away 9 over 5, it might actually do it correctly. Yes, it does, okay. And I can also do it 4 take away 9 over 5 like that. And that'll still give me the answer as a fraction or decimal. So I've got everything I need now for my straight line. Got y equals, the gradient is 3 over 5, x, and my value of c is 11 over 5, and that is my straight line. And if I wanted to write it as decimals, 3 over 5 is 0.6 plus, what did we say, 11 over 5 is 2.2. Oops. So that's as fractions, that's as decimals. Okay, let me give you one to try yourselves. Okay, so I've just moved this example over here, just so you can see it when you're working through this yourselves. Okay, what is the first thing that you're going to do? Multiple choice. Okay, second thing, what is the general equation for a straight line? Type it in. Okay, third question. Okay, well, let's look at some of these. So the first answer was, the first thing we're going to work out is the gradient. And the general equation for a straight line is y equals mx plus c. Okay, so work out the gradient for me and type in your answer. Use the formula. Okay, so the gradient is m equals y2 take y1 over x2 take x1. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. So we've got y2 take away y1, 12 take away 4, divided by 6 take away 2. 12 take away 4 is 8, 6 take away 2 is 4, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So my gradient is 2. Hopefully you got that. Okay, what is the next thing we work out? Type in your answer. Okay, so we've got, should be your y-intercept. So we've got at the minute y equals 2x plus c. The y-intercept is what we want to work out next. And to work out the y-intercept, I need to substitute in either a or b into x or y. Does it matter which one I substitute in? Type in your answer. Okay, correct. We can use either one. It doesn't matter. Let's use a this time. So I take the value of a. What is the y coordinate? It is 4. What is the x coordinate? 2 multiplied by x coordinate is 2. So I've got 4 is equal to 2 2s are 4 plus c. All right, so work out for me the value of c. So we take away 4 from both sides, and I'm left with 0 here, and c is equal to 0. Okay, type down for me then, what is the equation of the straight line? Okay, well, we've got y is equal to, we know that the gradient is 2, so y is equal to 2x, and the y-intercept is 0, so y is equal to 2x plus 0, but we would generally just write it as y equals 2x. Okay, I will put a worksheet on Teams that you can also have a go at. Hit me up with any questions, okay?